Hi, it's Bernie again. So I was looking through the GoPro the other day and getting ready to load up another video, and I realised I had skipped over one, so this one's not really going to be in order. But anyway, I figured I had it recorded, so I'd show it anyway. But as you can see, we're a little bit past all of it now. But the video is actually showing the wastegate installed on the truck. So I figured I'd just do this a little introduction to it to tell you why. If you watch the video before that, it's already done. But anyway, here's the video. Hi, it's Bernie back again. So today we're going at the square body, and last time we left off, we were doing some intercooler work onto it, and we mounted the intercooler into it. Next step that we have is to put the wastegate onto it. And anyway, let's have a look. So what we end up picking up here, this is a 44mm wastegate, and this size is pretty good for the turbo that we're using, and even if we upgrade, it still should be lots for what we have. So we turn around, look, we already took the turbo off and we started doing some work with it, but what we end up doing, the log manifold comes over here, and you know, directly across the turn we end up welding this. It's another piece of a schedule 40 90-degree end, and it's the same ones we used here in the intake, or sorry, in the exhaust manifold. And we put a piece of pipe onto it, and we're going to mount the wastegate right on top of this here. So it's all we done. It wasn't a hell of a lot. We just took turbo off, we drilled a hole saw in through there so we could get this welded on. So the next step now is to put the wastegate on top of it and put the turbocharger back onto it and some stuff. So may put the turbocharger on it first, because this is pretty well all that has to be done with that part there, right? So we'll do a little bit of work and check in shortly. Okay, so as we can see, turbocharger is back on. Let's move the light a little bit more over there. And so we have the wastegate here, and I'll end up putting that right there somewhere. Not for me to get the dipstick up out of her. Maybe a little bit tight there, but it should be no big deal. I'm sure I can bend that too if I got to. But on my car, I got the wastegate, two of the wastegates actually vented the atmosphere, and actually when you open up under when the wastegate reaches its boost pressure, it actually shoots the exhaust out without going through exhaust, without going through the muffler. And I guess at some point, if it's on a two-step, it shoots out flames. So anyway, a way to do it is you run your outlet off your wastegate, you put a pipe into it, and you run it into your exhaust here. So it'll just shoot whatever comes out of the wastegate back in the exhaust, and it'll keep it a lot quieter when it does open. So looks like we're going to just take the flange off the back of this, on this piece here, and going to weld it on that piece of pipe, and we'll put the wastegate back onto it and see how we're going to make this other piece. So check in. Okay, so we just finished welding on the ring around here. So what we do now is we lay the wastegate on top of that. Got a picture of that here in it. It might be too bad. So we take the wastegate. There's obviously a ring in the bottom of that, so that ring goes up into there. And you put it on. And you see, you actually got to push down, it compresses the spring some. So you take your clamp, like so, you put it around there, like that, and push it down, and it goes down. thing is try to hold that now while we put the other screw in. Yeah, so just spreading the smell right there. It's pretty good. You have a lock washer and a nut. Then I'm going to try not to drop it. So obviously we want to tighten it up a bit more than I got there. But for now, until we see where we're going to put this to, like I said, we're going to try to run it through from here into the exhaust. So just going to leave this a little loose at the moment. And we may end up, I get a fitting, but we may end up drilling a line from down here in the compressor housing and running it to the bottom one right here. So that'll when it reaches the pressure, pressure will be pushing on this fitting here, going into it, and it'll lift the diaphragm up and open the wastegate. Top one's just used when you're putting pressure down onto it. But very important, as before, anything you see here, like this one here was for to circulate water through it. You can use the water or not use the water. But like this one here is obviously not. This is another fitting you can put this. But you had to block off the ones that you're not using. If not, if you don't do that, there's no way for the wastegate to open. So the engine will get whatever boost the turbo can make, which is probably not good. So a lot of these can get up pretty high, a lot more than what we want anyway. So okay, so continue on, see if we can get a piece of pipe to fit over here. Okay, so another little look at the wastegate on the truck. So we did saw a little bit of work off camera, but it was there was only one pipe left to do. So let's have a little look at it. So how we done? We ran the pipe from the wastegate and we used the hole saw and we cut a hole down through here and just welded it around. So it's in place now. Everything's tightened up. So that's pretty well the wastegate installed. It's the only way to get the exhaust around back out of the exhaust right instead of going through the turbo. So that's another piece of the puzzle, another step closer to getting finished. So hopefully it won't be too much longer, and we'll have all of it finished. Until next time, we'll see you then.